Hi guys, I'm Saumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all doing well. So I make a lot of bookish content on this channel. So if you are a book lover and a reader or would like to become one, then do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon. So today's video is a book haul video, and this is a surprise book haul even for me because I did not expect to get 10 books all at once. I wasn't intending to buy any books or do any book shopping, but a friend of mine had to move from Delhi and was wanting to unhaul some books. And guess what? Who got to be the beneficiary? Yours truly. So I got my hands on 10 books that I'm going to show you in today's video. Some of these books I myself wanted to get, others have been a surprise. So let's get started with the video. So do let me know if any of these books are on your TBR or if you have read them. I look forward to your comments. So just look at these three hefty tomes. I'm showing these books together because they are all Russian literature. Now I have Russian literature on my bookshelf thanks to my friend. And so I got Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I got War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy and Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I love this edition, by the way, it's so beautiful. Crime and Punishment is a story about a student who lives in a rented apartment in St. Petersburg, and he has this theory that intelligent people are above law, and to prove this theory he decides to commit a crime and he ends up committing murder. So I've heard about Crime and Punishment so much, so many people have recommended this book to me, but this has been one of those books that I just never ended up getting, and now it has been delivered to me. I think it's divine providence that I'm meant to read this book, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next book is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. So this edition is by Vintage Classics, by the way, if you're wondering, because it's stunning. So it's a story about a woman named Anna who is a socialite, and she's very beautiful, and it's a story about her affair with Count Vronsky and how that leads to her ruin. So of course there must be a lot more to this story because it's a thick tome, as you can see. I remember listening to the audiobook of Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera some years back, and in that book Anna Karenina was mentioned quite often. In fact, the dog in that book is named Karenin. So, you know, I love when that happens, when books mention other books. It's like a crossover episode. Anyway, so that time I had really wanted to read Anna Karenina, but again, I never got around to getting it because I had other books on my bookshelves and I just focused my attention on them. But now that I have it, I'll definitely try to read it as soon as possible. The next book is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. So War and Peace is historical fiction for the most part. It's a really big story. It's a really big book, so it's not possible for it to not have subgenres, and it has a lot of characters as well that I'll get to know as I read this book. What I know broadly about this book is that it's about Napoleon's invasion on Russia. So I'm looking forward to reading this book. I was eventually going to explore Leo Tolstoy's work in my life, but the decision has been made for me. It's going to be sooner rather than later. The next book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now I've already read this book as an ebook, and I've even made a review video of this book, so do check it out if you haven't already. The link will appear on the screen and in the description box. So this is such a great self-help book for habit building, and it's very practical and very useful and super easy to read, and I'm happy to have a physical copy of a book that I loved so much. The next book is Just After Sunset by Stephen King. It's a collection of 13 stories by Stephen King. I've mentioned quite a few times in my videos that I'm trying to get comfortable with reading horror, and after having mentioned it so many times, I finally receive a Stephen King book. I think this means that I am on the right track, that I should keep doing what I'm doing, and one day I'll be brave enough to read this book. The next book is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. So this is a story about a girl named Esther Greenwood who is a college student and who wants to become a poet. So I've always known about Sylvia Plath as an author, but I became more familiar with her work, her life in 2022. And now that I've received this book, I'm definitely going to talk about her book on my channel as well. So the next two books are both by Khalil Gibran. The first one is Little Book of Love and the second one is Little Book of Secrets. So Little Book of Love contains Khalil Gibran's writings on love and life and their complexities and nuances, and Little Book of Secrets contains Khalil Gibran's writings on life, death, life's meaning, spirituality. So I am not unfamiliar with Khalil Gibran's works because I have read quite a few of his poems and I like reading his poems. Although I don't read them regularly, but I am still happy to receive both these books because I can read them on a quiet day alternately. The next book is The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. So this one I believe is a self-help book, and it has been presented in the form of a conversation that takes place between a philosopher and a young man. So this book is based on the theories of Alfred Adler. So in this book we read about how we can move towards the future without being shackled by our past, and how we can live a good life by rising above the limitations placed on us by our circumstances and the people around us. So this sounds like a great book, and it's been a while since I read a book like this, and I'm happy that I got it because I've been seeing this book around me from time to time. The next book is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. So this is a dystopian science fiction novel narrated by 31-year-old Kathy, taking place in England. And that's all I know about this book because the synopsis doesn't give away much anyway. I know that my friend told me that this is a great book, so that's reassuring. The thing about videos like book hauls and TBRs is that one can't say much about the books because one hasn't read them yet. So guys, that was my surprise book haul video. I hope you liked watching it. I definitely enjoyed filming it, and I loved showing you all the books that I received. So let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books or if you want to. I look forward to your comments. Thank you for watching. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links are in the description. I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.